Hello YouTube and welcome to the channel. Now then, today's video we're going to be looking at this. It's the S801 Micro Warrior. It's like a little tiny RC car, 1:32 scale I think. Now then, you can actually get free products off Banggood. You don't necessarily have to have an affiliate account with them or anything, but they have a section on the website or the app, a free trial. If you enter the free trials, you stand a chance of them sending you a free product to review. So if you don't want the hassle of being an affiliate or setting up an account with them, etc, etc, if you go onto Banggood's website or the app, look at the free trials, enter the free trials, and you might be lucky, because this is where this has came from. The normal marketing channels, they haven't sent me this. I won this on a free trial. All you've got to do is just review the product for them. Once you've reviewed the product for them, you stand more of a chance of winning another free trial, if you like, to review more products. And there's a little bit of advice for you. Anyway, big thank you to Banggood for supplying this for review. Let's crack the box open and see what we get. Now it does say 2.4 gig, 15 minutes of runtime, strong motor, like 1:32 scale. It should have 3 little LiPo batteries in here, which should give it a decent amount of runtime really. And it says it's got LED lights. I have no idea who makes this, Wohua RC or something. Anyway, let's crack the box open and see what we get. As ever on the channel, this is how it's come to me. I've not opened this box before, so whatever the contents are like, you and me shall be privy to it. Anyway, let's get into it. Okie dokie. Right then, it looks like we have some instructions. We have some little cones and oil barrels. We've got some. We've got 2 little tiny, weeny LiPo batteries and a charger. Now then, we've got the little buggy itself. Look at that, tiny. It's got some suspension at the back, but not at the front, and a remote control. Now this remote control looks like the ones you get with JJRC, and if I remember rightly, I don't think they're proportional. Like their first impressions, it's minute, this thing. It's only got suspension on the rear, and I think it's only rear wheel drive as well. It's got a little tiny, yeah, it must be non-proportional because it's got the steering trim adjustment on the bottom of the chassis there. Cost wise, oh, I think this is at 18 quid, about $23, so it's for nothing really. Anyway, I think what we'll do, dive straight in. I'll get the battery charged up. we'll give him a little rip round the living room. Now, before I forget, the controller takes 2 AA batteries. There's an on-off switch on it, and by the looks of things, a low and a high speed mode. So that'll be interesting to find out what that's like. I'm pretty sure the steering is non-proportional, but the throttle seems as though it is proportional. So anyway, battery's charging up, and when it's finished, we'll take it for a little rip. Right then, what do we think about the Wohua RC S801 Micro Warrior? Let's start with some bad points first. The first of which is this is very much a toy grade RC. It's got non-proportional steering and proportional throttle. The proportional throttle isn't brilliant, to be honest. The control is a little bit hit and miss. The steering I personally found very frustrating. It's obviously non-proportional, so it's on and off, but it does tend to steer right much better than it does left, and this disproportionate steering, if you like, it I just find it very frustrating, very annoying. So my biggest bugbear with this thing is the controls. I mean, even though it was trimmed up as well, it didn't really want to go in a straight line. And when you apply a lot of throttle, it does tend to want to spin to the right. Now I know this thing is only 18 quid, and to a certain degree we can excuse it a bit of poor handling, but I personally wasn't really that enamoured with it. Now for the good points, you get 3 batteries with this, and they last about 10 minutes, not 15 like it says on the box. They last about 10 minutes. They take about 15 minutes to charge, so you can sort of have them on rotation, and you can get plenty of runtime with it if you do like that. It's also got a dual rate button on the controller, so if you've got young kids, it will definitely make it a lot easier to pilot around. It does come with some cool accessories, and it's small enough that you can make a little track or some jumps in your living room or your kitchen or wherever, so you don't necessarily have to go outside to play with it. And the best and most obvious thing it's got going for it is the fact that it's only 18 quid or $23. So it's cheap as chips. Right then, conclusion time. Would I recommend the S801 Micro Warrior? Well, I'm going to say if you're possibly buying it as a stocking filler or a little present for a child, I would say yes, they would probably find it very entertaining. If you are a serious RC enthusiast, then I would probably say no, I wouldn't bother. I'd say it's got very limited appeal. It's one of those things that you possibly drag out every sort of drunken Boxing Day afternoon and use for a couple of hours, and then it gets thrown back in the box and never seen again. I personally found it very frustrating to use, and to be honest, by the time I'd stuck 3 or 4 batteries through it, I was getting a little bit bored of it anyway. What you really need is 2 so you can have a race. But the thing is, if you buy 2, that's roughly the same price as an Eachine E8010 brushless 1/18 scale buggy. And to be honest, I know which one I prefer. Once again, thank you to Banggood for supplying this for review. If you really want one, I shall leave a link in the description below. Looks like I've just lost my Salesman of the Year award as well. At least you know these reviews are honest. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video and you found it of some use and interest, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button for more similar future content. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you again soon.